Today I'm talking to Kate Radburnd of Radburnd Cellars in Hawke's Bay. Kate, welcome along, and congratulations on being one of the top wineries in our list for 2022. In fact, I should reveal that you ranked 14th, which is pretty good when you think there's 700 plus wineries in New Zealand. So you've shot to the top of the pops very quickly because you've only had a few vintages. How many vintages?
We've had 4 vintages, Bob. And
4 vintages.
Yes, thank you. I mean, we were absolutely delighted to receive that news. For all the reasons you're just talking about, being a relatively new winery, it was just such lovely news.
Yes, I was going to say, what do these accolades mean to you? But when you're a clean slate, when you're starting, they probably mean quite a bit more than a seasoned winery that's been around for quite a long time. So, yeah.
Well, I think it's probably for me, it's just affirming what we decided to do, which was just to go ahead and make really small volumes of high-end wine. And we knew that it was going to be, a challenging undertaking. But we've sort of been committed to it every step of the way, and honestly, it was just extremely gratifying to get the recognition.
Yeah. Have you started exporting yet, or are you still just servicing the domestic market?
We do a little bit to the UK, and that was based on very long-standing relationships that I'd had previously. And we have some wine in market in Australia, and a little bit in Japan, but that's all at this stage. Our absolute focus at the moment is to get New Zealand up and running.
I think getting into very mature and premium markets like the UK is another measure of and getting a reaction is another measure of validation or not, perhaps.
I think for us, absolutely that, and we have been completely constrained with COVID, with being able to travel to the UK, because usually we would be supporting the markets, from day one. But our sales manager heads there in a few weeks' time, so that will be the first time that we can get absolutely hands-on direct feedback to how we're going. And we're expecting it to be very positive, but it's always good to get that confirmation face to face.
Right. I should explain that you have three wines on your list. A Chardonnay, Syrah, and a Bordeaux blend. That's right, isn't it?
That's absolutely right.
Are you planning on expanding, or is that going to be it for a while?
That's going to be it for a while. We really just want to focus. We want to remain very tightly focused on the 3 varieties that we believe Hawke's Bay does best, consistently well, and 3 varieties that age beautifully. And that's really what we're after. We want to make these wines that have great longevity, which is the plan.
And do you have a favourite of the 3?
I love them all. I've always enjoyed Chardonnay. I love making Chardonnay. If I really had to pick an absolute favourite, it would probably be the Bordeaux blends. I just think they make some of the finest wines in the world. But Syrah, Hawke's Bay Syrah has an absolutely firm place in the Hawke's Bay lineup. So we're delighted with that as well.
I was just thinking of, as you were talking, I was trying to think now which is my favourite, and I'd probably put the Syrah as number 1, but then as soon as you say that, it's like which is my favourite child, and then you start thinking of the qualities or good points of the other kids. So yeah, it's a hard one. You had a trio of super vintages in Hawke's Bay in 2019, 20 and 21. Do you have a favourite of those 3?
That's a really good question. The 21 reds are not yet bottled. If I was going to pick right now at this point in time, if I was going to pick a favourite of the 3 of the vintages, it would be the 2020 vintage probably for Chardonnay, and potentially the 19 vintage for the two reds. But I'm slightly different, Bob. 2018 was our first vintage, and that was a slightly cooler season. That actually is my favourite of all the vintages we've done so far. They're slightly more elegant and very, very pure fruited, and that's probably my favourite vintage to date, which is not the norm.
Mm. How are you enjoying working for yourself after working for other people for so long?
So it's been fabulous to be able to start a business with a clean slate, and do what we're doing exactly the way we would like to do. And earlier this year, my daughter has joined the business as well, which has been was always the intention, and something we are absolutely delighted about. Thoroughly enjoying it. It's where we want to be. Congratulations
again for that achievement, getting in the top wineries list and so well up the list too. And I look forward to perhaps seeing you in October at the tastings in Auckland. So if you're coming up.
Bob, thank you for that. Thank you very much.